dun, 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 dun. Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share what's in my bag and first impressions of this heart bag beauty right here. If you're tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collection. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the Chanel heart bag. I know there are differing opinions for sure. All of your support really means a lot to me. I normally like to do what's in my bag and first impression videos a little bit after using an item for a little bit longer, typically a couple of months, but I had already used this a good number of times, and I even took it on an international trip when I recently went to Mexico. So I thought I had a good number of use cases under my belt for using this piece, traveling with it, and everything that fits inside. So I felt like I had a good amount of information to be able to share already. But as always, I like to start off with an overview of the bag itself. So this is the Chanel heart bag as part of the 22S collection. This one in particular is in a purple shade. It is in lambskin leather and a gold hardware. There is a functioning pocket in the front, there is a slip pocket in the back, and there is a non-adjustable chain for crossbody, and there are two zipper pulls, one that has a heart charm at the bottom and one that's just plain. This is the largest size they made in the heart motif. It is the only handbag size they made. There's a smaller size that's considered an SLG, and there's an even smaller size that was used as the belt bag and wristlet version. So there are three sizes effectively, and this is the largest size. For those of you who may not have seen my unboxing video, I'll link that up above because then you'll be able to see a lot more up close detail of this piece. In this video, I'm going to focus more on what fits inside and how the usability was. All right, so moving on to what's in my bag. I actually carried this for a friend's wedding. We were attending a wedding in Mexico. If you haven't seen my vlog, I will link that up above as well. So definitely check it out because I'm really happy about how it turned out, like the vlog itself. And I don't know, I feel like it would be really fun. I tried to capture a lot of the scenes that I was seeing. But anyway, we attended a friend's wedding, and I felt like this would be really perfect for that occasion. And I loved how it went with my outfit as well. I actually wanted to share everything that fit inside and everything that I carried for the outdoor wedding that was happening in the middle of a jungle. Okay, it was dead middle of a jungle. Let me open it up. So the opening is actually pretty wide, and it is pretty easy to get into some of your items. I carried an extra hair tie because in case it got too hot, I needed something that I could kind of get rid of my hair. You know, when it gets hot, you know what I mean. I carried the Summer Friday Butter Balm, Lip Butter Balm. I think this is in the spiced vanilla beige color, and I carried this as an extra lip product in case my lips were getting too dry outside. I also carried my wallet, which is my Chanel Classic Flap card holder from 22K, I want to say. Yeah, I think so. So this is actually like a chunkier wallet, if you will. And I had my actual lip product, which is this Gucci lipstick that is also on my lips right now, but this is what I carried and made sure was in my bag for the wedding. And last but not least, I also carried my eye drops because I knew I was going to be outside for a long period of time. I wanted to make sure I had my contact re-wetting drops in case they got really dry. The one item that I also carried that's not in here because I'm actually using it right now it's not my phone. It's actually a extra battery pack, a phone charger. It's pretty much the same size as my iPhone 13. It's a little bit thinner, so that actually I was able to slide into the back of the bag, and that also fit in here as well. So all of that stuff fit very comfortably. I left the pocket open in case that we had any tickets or things like that that we needed to carry, and then there was nothing in the back pocket here. I know it might not seem like it's a lot of stuff that's fitting in here, but at least for me, I was pleasantly surprised and actually quite impressed with everything that fit inside. It could also be because I'm used to carrying mini bags and smaller bags in general, so I'm used to having to downsize and sometimes carry things in my hands if I need to. So I was really surprised with how much actually fit in here. Everything that I needed for an event basically fit. I did carry my phone separately in my hand. I know the phone does fit. I think I shared in the unboxing video, the phone does fit sideways if you, pop it in like that. And just so I can show you, like, the lipstick will also fit, the eye drops will also fit, the kind of the bigger card holder wallet will also fit in here. And that's pretty much everything. Maybe another lip balm on top, but that's about it. That's really everything that would fit if I were to keep my phone inside. I like knowing that I can fit my phone in case I'm in some sort of situation where I need to get rid of it and like be completely hands-free. But I know realistically I won't really carry my phone in the bag because I tend to carry my phone in my hand or in my pocket. It's not critical that my phone has to be in my bag all the time. I mean, for me, I felt like that was a good amount of stuff that fit into this bag. I was really pleasantly surprised. Because the heart bag has an interesting shape, it's a little awkward trying to put your things in it. I noticed if I were to put my card wallet in here, there would be some space down here that wouldn't get utilized. If I tried to put it in from the top, then it might lean over to one side. So I don't know if you noticed, but that's why the lipstick and the eye drops were the last things to come out, because they were sitting at the bottom here. I placed one to go down this way, and I placed the other one to go down this way to try and leverage as much of this awkward pointy little cavity down here. I think if you used a thin card holder, or if you just put your cards straight in here, then I think you would have space for like a small SLG that might be holding your lip product and, you know, little bits and bobs in there. Because my card wallet is a little bit bigger, I could not fit another SLG in there. So it really only fit something that was about this size. So if you had like a key clay for your car keys or your house keys and stuff like that, you might have to use a smaller card wallet to make sure everything fits in here. The one thing that I was slightly concerned about that it might bother me was actually the zipper. I think I've mentioned before that I'm not a huge fan of these kinds of wraparound zipper styles. I like zippers that are super smooth, super easy to open and close, almost with just one hand if possible, because sometimes you don't always have two hands to open your bag. And I just can't deal with the fuss of like going in and out and like, you know what I mean? Having to like set it down, hold it, move it open. It's just too much. So, I thought that the zipper might bother me, but in actuality, it is a really smooth zipper, honestly. And it is not that difficult to open and close. So I'm definitely thrilled about that. I think the years of them making those vanity cases has gotten them, you know, built up the know-how on how to make a really easy zipper for this kind of shape. Oh, I do like that the inside has two slip pockets, one in the front and one towards the back. Even though I didn't really leverage the slip pockets that much, I do know, like, if I were to just go out with some cards, I love that I can put cards in one of those pockets. And then I slipped some extra Band-Aids in the back pocket, not this one, but the one on the inside. If I had business cards or other things that I know I wanted to carry with me, the fact that there are 2 of them does add some more organization to this like tiny handbag. The one thing that I'm not a huge fan about, and I still haven't figured out what to do, is storing this bag. If any of you have this bag and you found a magical way to store it, please let me know, because I would love some more options, or like just like creative ways to do it. But right now I'll basically put all the felt pieces back in. I will kind of roll up the strap like this, and wrap it in the extra felt, and I will put it in its dust bag and lay it down like this. So I will lay it on its back side. Now, I typically like to have my bags sitting upright. Can't really sit this upright, and you can sort of do it like this, but then I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna squish like one side of the heart and not really squish the other side. And I know hanging it's another option, so I contemplated hanging it as well, but then hanging it, eventually with gravity, the leather is going to start to what's the word, stretch. So I'm not quite so sure I want to hang it either. So yeah, that's just one of the, I don't know, I haven't figured out a good solution for that problem just yet, and it's still like, I don't know, it's like nagging on my mind. If you know, it's not really a con, because I know that's just something I'm going to have to manage, given I chose to get a bag that has this interesting shape to it. So it's like my burden to bear, but I just haven't figured out a good solution. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I think it's really cute. I think if you've been after one, like if you really, really wanted to add one to your collection, I think it's a fun piece to add. It's definitely a unique piece. I don't necessarily think it's like a classic by any means. With where I am at with my handbag collection, I'm very happy to add this to my collection. So that's my what's in my bag and first impressions of my Chanel heart bag. I had so much fun carrying it, not only to the wedding, but also for some sightseeing while I was in Mexico. I look forward to carrying this a lot more throughout the summer. I feel like it's going to be such a cute piece to have, as adding that pop of color, but also that kind of interesting shape that it has. So I'm looking forward to styling it in a lot of different ways. Let me know your thoughts on the Chanel heart bag. Whether you like the shape, you like the design, whether you prefer the vintage ones, maybe you feel like it's absolutely ugly. Let me know in the comments section down below. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below, or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time,